A big wingman welcome to the wingman's path to positivity, to raising your vibration, and to creating a life of your choosing. I welcome you and I thank you, and as always I appreciate you joining me and sharing a spark of positive energy with me and all us wingmates, because one thing we know is the more of us that share that spark of positive energy, the easier it becomes for each of us to hold on to it and to share it with our loved ones and our families and our friends and our neighbors and our communities. Oh yeah, we get that going and we surround ourselves with positive energy. It makes it that much easier to bring it into our lives, our individual lives. And when we do, our vibration always goes up. Positive energy always helps increase our vibration, which helps us to see clearly the path we want to go on to create a life of our choosing. I welcome you. My name, if you don't know, is Michael Gross. I'm the lucky guy who gets to be the wingman on the wingman's path to positivity. And I'm coming to you from a little coffee house here in the center of Hue, Vietnam. Hue is spelled H-U-E, and it's a historical city which houses the Imperial City. And I'm coming to you from a coffee house instead of my normal walk around the city, because for some reason I can't get online with my phone when I'm walking around the city. It's interesting because Jan can, right? Jan can get on her phone online. I can. I guess there's two ways to look at that. I can be very frustrated that I can't get online, or we can be thankful that one of us can, right? We can be thankful that one of us can. Anyway, let's get right to today's practice, which I call, and it's a quote from Florence Scovel Shinn, I call, look with wonder at that which is before you. Look with wonder at that which is before you. And it came up yesterday because we were walking around the Imperial City at the Citadel, which houses the Imperial City, the lost city, the lost purple passion city or something. I'm not exactly sure. But this was built about over 200 years ago when Wen An took over Vietnam and declared himself the Emperor Gia Long, and built this palace, this city within a city, this moats and walls, and it's an amazing place, which of course got beaten up a little bit when the French took over in the late 1800s, and then got really beaten up in the Vietnam War in the 60s, or what they call here the American War. But that's a story for another day, though. We'll get to that. So yesterday, as we're walking around and we're seeing this great palace and these great structures and this moat and these buildings and these walls and these just every different thing, it's easy to look with wonder at that which is before you. Say that with me. Look with wonder at that which is before you. But I wanted to, and you can say to me, Michael, yeah, it's easy for you to do that. You're in a crazy city looking at these great structures. But I want to tell you something. I started doing this practice years ago after I read the book by Florence Scovel Shinn called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And one of her quotes I took to heart, and I started looking with wonder at that which is before me. And at that time, I was just doing the normal 9 to 5, right? I was working the normal 9 to 5, just like a lot of you are. But I created a life of my choosing by starting to look with wonder at that which is before me. I didn't have to look at palaces to do it. I could look at my everyday life, going to work, and starting to see things as the miracle they were, or starting to look at things more respectfully, more wondrously. Look with wonder at that which is before you. And I want you to practice that with me today and get that as a mantra into your head. Allow those words to wash over you and sink into your subconscious. Because when you start looking with wonder at that which is before you, you start sending out a vibration of miracles, of seeing miracles everywhere you turn. And when you do, I don't have to tell you if you've been with us any length of time, whatever you're sending out, you know for certainty the universe is sending back. So if you're seeing miracles, if you're looking at wonder at everything, looking with wonder at that which is before you, the universe is going to send you more to see, more wondrous things to see, more miracles to see in your everyday life, which will help you grow and start creating a life of your choosing. Start creating a life of your choosing. Say it with me. Look with wonder at that which is before you. Say it again. Look with wonder at that which is before you. Again, you don't have to be traveling to a foreign city and looking at these beautiful temples and ruins of historic religious significance. You can see it in your everyday life, at your job, in your house, with your family, everything you do. If you start seeing it with new eyes, if you start looking with wonder at that which is before you, you will start seeing things in a wondrous fashion. And when you do, the universe will start sending you back more reasons to see wondrous things, more wondrous things to see, more miracles in your life. And you just allow the momentum of that to continue. The science of that, an object in motion stays in motion, just allow that to continue to grow. And as you do, you will start seeing things in a more positive fashion. You will start feeling a vibrational surge, and you will start seeing clearly a path to creating a life of your choosing. I thank you so much for joining me today for today's practice. I'm coming to you from, as I said, a coffee shop inside the city of Hue, Vietnam, where I got to tell you, by the way, I think Vietnam may lay claim to the greatest coffee in the world. I'm not sure others would agree with me, but it's amazing here. And I thank you so much for joining me. And I appreciate you sharing these practices with others, with your kids, with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors. Because I know the more of us practicing positivity, the more of us bringing more positive energy into our lives, the easier it becomes for all of us to bring more positive energy into our lives. So I thank you. Have a wonderful day, one in which you look with wonder at that which is before you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Your wingman, Michael, from the Wingman's Path to Positivity, signing off.